barefoot in Tefidies, you know, by her father and agro cries and say, Ghana, ye near bede, and ye flaky, won't see and Kakura, a Fidie so. Adam 90 Enterprise, the Benito Maplas, Big Joe Paint Enterprise, that cool, Richland, specialized terminal water and a Vego target, electricals, way and I saw ya sing area name, Yanum, what's yanka, area be a me. Mame ama edu wa mini tufuni
mame akosia ako
afei ensamno enchiremuni abuso ye free samna sedia ye kopiem wasen central wo fifiri mantem ya sei wo so ye opanyina na kanen no wogem ma de chie mo apatem wo ayo nimenya for Kennedy wo hene e Japan wo no ena ndra dan na ye na wodanti no obo modi akopiem wo chese Accra police station wa so de enoma bi koma won enoma wo de koma won de na de say ye pa pick up ni motorbikes a door so de koma so won je no fendi won twuma wo wi na sam trofo ye de ye hu de mo continue ye bo modi abopre no ko busa ne say so de na obeka fa MPP ni NDC amenyo ko sei enoma ye kwa ye ka fa military hospital besin ne ensi wa ye bia no nim dampo ye ba ko bia no aseme no so ye ka fa we sanse ye nti na no kasa awo sasem we hu eno na woni mnyafo e be kire se wono ofa so mo man dis no ofa so mo man MPP na mo nyina no o ma anya de na ne titu ni MPP amenyo ko wose o mo bre so mo ba mbedi mfie makomako enwoche o ma ntumi amfa anya afari aye military hospital na wia obi a wabedi busumi de dum numpe ena ye gbomode de gu ni so nko bi afari military hospital wase ka ne sai ento no de wase na MPP amenyo ko mo amato wo ma anya de kora sefata se nko mo makwai pa no mo yiro mo no mo hwie no mutumi bie sa aye military hospital se na be betumi aboa enti enne iso mu enfi wo chiro mo ntumi afa enwie embie dia ene omu ne hia sefata so boka ekire NDC amenyo ko nu
was the chairman for Defense and Interior. This hospital, NDC, it was started by President Kufuor. The locations and all those things, NDC came to start it. And when we came, I'm an MP, but I have to tell you the truth. We're talking about Ghana and nobody. We didn't do anything. Read my letter. I'm telling you the gospel truth. I was the chairman for Defense and Interior. When we decided to go and inspect Afari, they stopped. We didn't go. So I heard somebody talking 15 months. As Afari hospital been there for 15 months. We were there for 8 years. You didn't do it. Don't blink your eye. See, we are not doing politics. I'm speaking the truth. This is Ghana. Stop that. We will criticize NDC. We will criticize MPP. That's the only way to. I was chairman. NDC started this. Why didn't you complete? You were there for 8 years. You didn't complete it. When somebody comes for 15 months, then you have a problem. Please give me a break. Ghana, we should love our nation and stop playing politics, everything, and do the right thing for the country. And that is what I'm doing. You see, when I mentioned MPP, he was blinking his eye. Why do you want me to criticize NDC and leave MPP? When I know that both parties, they didn't do the right thing for the country. I will end it.
Wari pa ye kwatene nkan ye woni menyamfo akompra ko wo hene e Japan ene ye kwatene nkan ye na tese wo kase na ne ye boye ni kire ye boye papa isa momeni na kan okore no
Elsia twaso ne akoyanim ewo ensemfo from a enche pie besimo yen kase mum se opiemu ewo konfo anoche aban sabia eno ewo asantemantem ma panyi kwantrefo no dano eye oswafo no eda yapomodin ho ensem so metre onmanyafo kwabna mita akando na asem ba ku bi okokan ye enam so emaka cha papa ise wontina chen kakra na ehwehwemu bi egusu efatane enkoso ewo ho enra dra kopiemu ewo Ghana ye no hyebedefie ehwo no to eja wochum chese se konfirmachi CEO na ne din ene prakwasi beidunom wapa acha se nyame ni nukrani Ghana mampanyi John Dramani Mahama ka semina sem no buso eno akohia so betna nchen na yatumi atwentwen ne dwumadie so kakra ento osese de wapa acha wasaje ne mfu so tum se nokre waye enti enchakra ne dwumadie na ehye nsa no wombetumi esade na de ede amano.
A policy direction in the health sector that no facility should turn away emergency case, and His Excellency added that even if the life of the person must be saved on the ground, we should do so. That was a policy direction, and when the president speaks, it's a policy that the minister must implement. Mr. Speaker, let me put on record that nobody, absolutely nobody in this country has the right to close any portion of a public health facility without the consent of the state. In this case, the minister. Nobody has the right to close any portion of a health facility without the consent of the health minister. Mr. Speaker, in this case, after the president's directive, there was a press statement issued to the public which indicated that the accident and emergency of Kofanoche is closed and no more patients can come there. Mr. Speaker, immediately I invited, Mr. Speaker, let me take you to the act that establishes the teaching hospital. Section 36. Section 36 clearly establishes that whatever the minister will say or direct, the board shall apply same. So the decision of the minister is not subject to the review of the board. It is the decisions of the board that is subject to the review of the minister. Mr. Speaker, in this case, I invited the CEO and I inquired whether what he has done was not contrary to the position of Mr. President. Mr. Speaker, the man admitted and apologized before me and other officers. Mr. Speaker, in order to send a clear signal, and punitive actions are meant to serve as deterrent. Mr. Speaker, we then proceeded to direct the board to allow the said CEO to sit aside for 2 weeks and then investigate the PRO. Mr. Speaker, it is a decision.
Ebusia ena no way eye apomuden so afo kobna minta akando
na rusia na dom kuma no mo ba shebedwe fie no opanyipa woda wona no a onu kro yanso girema de hye mu afutu mpeswa so woni miyamfo Alexander Afenyo Makin ene wokasa no se koyewura kwabra minta perebitina tenase na meka se me kire we na woka no kukuka na woka na emum se wakasa no wachechem dia yate ye de begina sopam na nyina mwachi no obi se wo esese a nurse fo na doctor fo mugu fie o munya adwuma nye no mo ye da fa ho esansa nurse fo ni bi brepa obi awie sku be mfie num nie woti fie onye adwuma amache so hu de oye no kro wo hu se eyesa na school no wakwa ni krafa so bi amaso ente no so momodi ampa se meka wo no nya de wo ye na no de entumi mwakora ema adwuma emma sa eye adehye na omokosua nursing NHS said doctor yiwo eye school suapon ahodo mu no.
There are a lot of apprehensions regarding Ghana health services, staff, doctors complaining about certain decisions of the respected minister. Our students who have graduated from various health training institutions complaining about recruitment. I believe that the House of Parliament is the most important platform in our governance architecture, where ministers are supposed to come and brief us. Our children have graduated. They want to be recruited. We hear interviews in the media without recourse to the House. We see letters by the minister taking action against some chief executive. Mr. Speaker, given the fact that the minister himself held his predecessor to high-level accountability. I remember he was the ranking.
Oyipa yakwatini kayo ni minyamfo wasahi Alexander Afenyo Mark wono no kopiem ewo mashebe de fiadom kuma no ono enne yo mo banu de no kroya enne sanso gire ma de hia owo afutu empesua so.
Openi kwanchira for the Ghana Gold Border no eye Samijan fi enei wode ababa tujwa chumchese woni eye Ghana Armed Forces akabom na kara makabom ne nsase enam eye galamse fo nsanom ama emprempre do mama asase na atete apansemeno ena omaka omu ho bom mo ba be kata ni nyina so na de edi fata se yeduedue enua wo so ni nyina da wo mo ebeye masase no atumi assess ni dadam hie pa na wo chumchese weni eye beboa ama man Ghana ye sase na afa yenua ho nsem no so etumi akware dadamu bio na sikabotu na mode ahye sajumedie mu eye 27.9 million Ghana cedis.
We get our gold that we buy and export. The purpose of generating foreign exchange and supporting gold reserve relation by the Bank of Ghana from both the large scale sector and the ASM sector. But due to irresponsible and in some cases illegal mining practices by some of the players in these sectors, we now have a situation in our country where most parts of the country have been devastated by the activities of irresponsible, particularly forest reserves. So the Gold Board has initiated a national program for the reclamation and restoration of degraded mining lands and has engaged the Ghana Army Engineer Regiment through the Ministry of Defense to undertake reclamation works, filling, grading, land reshaping, action and site stabilization works, among other civil engineering works within certain designated areas. This is the national program come up. And today we want to start with Hanno Forest Reserves, which has become famous, or should I say infamous, for reasons that I know you are very much aware of. With the help of the CEO of the Forestry Commission, Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, we undertook some site visits to various forest reserves. And we were taken aback at what we saw, the very rich vegetation that we once completely destroyed by the activities of illegal mines. That's not the only forest reserve with our story. There are many others. But we were especially touched by what we saw at Tano Minutes for that reason decided that should be the first project the Ghana Gold Board will fund under our national mission and environmental restoration program. The devastation precedes the establishment of the Gold Board. So it
Ora Sami Janfi penny quantra for no and Ghana Gold Board ano.
Ebusia ye to nsem no so amana ye bepiem ofirifiri mantem ye setu fatebo kwamensimu ena ye kwakogira endrada efirifiri mantem suafo ayi woni menyafo ekwapeni ochire eduamoa ebomodia etu anamo bi anamo no wo tu ina wo se ye beboa pa ma chese 24 hour economy market aban ayeso wo beye no ebetumi akwani mpa enu nti ni obepiem wo twifatemo kwa ema ya hase ye mensimu so sa bepiem ha okwowe bia ya chese omayi a mo pese musi 24 hour market no ewo na twufate mu kwakopie mu no de efutuo bi ma ayechese MMDC so mo ho no wo chese empe bebre nsaban ne so ye bibia mo musi aban na mu o mensirima wodo mu no ene sefata so moni ekoho eno to de efutuo ma won se wo bibia na chese 24 hour economy market no ebeba wanfre ni anko no be ha aban apa ento wakoto sele sese ebasa na nipa na ne ntina ne wo fese entwefo ne mfre kwabra ne musa de se ekose na mom omumodi anlazy ni butu na won ma montere so nko bebia ye ho na moye no na ofre ni nkohwe wo ko na bibi wo na nya wotumi aka ho asem woni menyamfo ekwawo eyeduamoa ensema wakai ni ebini awusuan ke yɛhwɛ yɛbɛnya ene no na yɛde amawo ne nso yɛnsa nka ne no ntinu yɛbɛkɔ ne akɔ akɔtɔn ade aba yɛba yɛde de aka no ɛbɛtoa wosum Adom 90 Enterprise ena chese efrewi wose menka chese bomodia na ebeje eye enyoma ewo ho Duffy's products wotobi FM products wotobi seed and nuts wotobi pure honey nini na ebi wo ho a ebetumi aboapa na wose excavators ahodro nso no wotobi ebi te se sunny XCMG ena chese de keke ka ho india fodi ni nadanom ebi wo ho a ebetumi aboa wo mesre wenko bebi a wo kwana so e wo na ebetumi aboa pa mo wanya bia ebekọ anim na ne nyina machi no osanso Adom 90 babrin eye shop a eno so ebetumi aboa pa wo ho a eno no wabofra no okọ obeyi ne tinu kama ne tiri no obeyi design ne kama abofra ne botu say you wo banie sanso ena chese wo panimu no so beboa wo ne tiri be na otwe miensa ne bosu miensa ne won wo hye mukọ na won wo hye mouth sporting waves nya wo ye bi color dyeing colors bia opebi obaya ma pen cards and a hair dyeing machine treatment here e wonko a ene ye bie mesa tumika o na bra edun kwa techem green light Adom hardware building no our first floor wo be hu no ho for the 0248 020596 and 0208 123 276 ebusu yenkone woni menyafo ni embra
ko di sorent safako minister safako na ye wadwen de omampanyi mama wa aka da 24 hour economic market nti ya kan na no cheda adwuma no rokodo amede bia mede e blog da mede yemfato no aba mampanyi kan dodo opede si Ghana han baby we want one second word we mo ko school those word we ndihwe niwa na baby I will see one original minister or baby I will see one or DC another MC or no baby I was anchored so original minister or baby I was anchored so MC or so everybody I don't supervise and they say match now face them be na me measure there wa be do baby na warrior na eda na no kwa baby ba na wo boto aba no ya ya baba campaign awo to France no mana na mo kada obe waye na ye fie ya kwa be be du ko no waye anabo kwa santimem na waye efe be oye ho awoje yin za waye anada waye no mama waye anada waye oninti ye be ye nsafa ko maka chairman DC na wa betsafa ko no so gbe fo won chew ozane o mampe mama waye
Awusia ene ekote ye onimenya fo aye ekopeni wono na ye enfifiri mantem so afo wafo so wo wie e na woto so no wo kira de property enam so ntia wo bo mode afiri ne wo fese eba monten so wo be hye bia ya wo be si 24 hour economy market no wo se ehu hia paisan san no ebetumi aboa mo wo hu de akoso ene de eye ne de nya ne se wona so je se bia na wo yiyi no so ma ye krado na so mo ne krado de no mo ye wo se ni nyina eye mfaso de ebetumi aboa no no enam so de ba monte so obeye sa obetu sa anamoyi bia boa no
oye enjesem de ya sha se de ye ko apro na ma ye be pede wo hwe eyin mfi ye nche ni de za ye ka de ye be ye no wo so di we wo be de echi ebi 24-hour economy market ye she won bode ye be ye o man pay mama ka de ye be ono no ho na ye tu ana moya ye ko site biara contractors wo the wo ye juma ebi ma sha se ebi so afi na wo bobo wo na wa sha se o san de baby ai boko bia wo baby ho ma nsama ho te ebi ho wa sa wo yan no o de wo nye bi kan ebi so ho a nsama kura na ebi nti ya hwema ya hye ni na moroko do pepepe
woni pa ekotini ke oni menyafo eye ekwapanyi edwam wa wono na efifiri mantem so afo enu achi no na mensi krachi panyi no wotu fatimu kwa mensi mu woni menyafo Isaac Yosen so eche se ehye bo se ye no kure de waye nde no ano no so pro behwe se bibia ebekọ eso mo hyase a ye no kure de waye nde no ano
ana anu a omampeni ebonto organ oye se odi 24-hour economy ba na no na market ka o hwe tufatu ba ono bo medanase yeso ogina intam kasa and a solar light omampeni di ba ya support 24-hour economy program no amia do tufatu ba ye de ye makoma ko 200 contractor na ba install me bibia honorable the media dance say in the do anymre na oba tufatu ba tumu keke obi o ha so media dance market igbo ase a omo sign contract men da so o hwe dwumedi akoye nim contract na media dance say acha 2 days bia misia ana do omo ye clearing site no e ba say o se ye ne nuanom kasa omo jemu maye na yisi market no ya cost ye tuwa na mo bebre nti na de mede radio say ye nyina original minister aba we se me nkran say
woni pa ekotini ke mensi krachi panyi na wo wotu fatimu kwa mensi mu woni menyafo Isaac Yosen
Absuya toso yakuyenim ewo ensenfo from eye judge penyin no di ni juma ewo court bata mitre Supreme Court ni dino eni eye Henrietta her leadership Justice Henrietta JAN Mensa Bonsu wade efutu kese pa amagana adehye nyina wo twentwe se wotimantemi bi wo ho se bi eye timemfo ne betumi aye mentemi ho asia manada ne entokwa na tube ne dipe famu wu na ejapade egusu a essay wo si we nimpanyifo wonom wometumi aka ne tentem class na babada ne san entokwa ama enipa famu awu ama ejapade mpo atumi ababa sentu de futu se BBC ne ya yenhwe ne yesi anon tempara am sample na atumi ababa drew court
is to try and prevent these things, and the communities have to have some sense of when things are degenerating. I maintain that peace is organic. It can grow and it can diminish. How do we ensure that peace grows rather than that peace diminishes? So when things begin to happen that affect the consensus around which that society is built, that is the time to act. If you wait too long, things degenerate. People take to the streets. They are going to wait till their lives are in danger before they try to save themselves. Before long, you have internally displaced people you have to look up after, and so on. So the guns don't even need to sound. Never mind silencing them. The guns don't need to sound before.
Her leadership Justice Henrietta JAN Mensa Bonsu
abusia ye kopiem ewo eye wasa ekropo saman kwantepo ne som ensia eto yi me no kase die eyira fowa na de hye wo kora no wonya kwan enko enya wonya kwan so emma esukufo akefie wora wo kodi dwani na ya asemfofo kora ma won eno enam so na me no kase die akoda ne awrewo sempa ewo mpatem ho na asem yi eye asuna baba na school ewo ahomare so a ye ne betwe nko be sansanya asem wo nko a asemfo so wo ho ye ne betwe nkomo ewo so asuna ba ya ma ho ba de nchema radio wa wudie ma asuna ba me wa ho yo dia na akoso wo ho mesra mayente ai why insuo ne de ahensem ne de nyina
yo mini aba me da se ma me ntia da nsamana tiefo na wie no kre se de wedding kan de atiga no so be piemu ewo eye wasa memfini ne mpatem hanu a ye hya se wo eye ahensem ne de ni mu na ye mra nsiri de so nyina ene se beka kreni na ye wasa amemfi ewura na ofi ekwan woni na hemfo ni na bempon na ni no na fofia ntwata ba mo enam so ema biki eboy a eye ohia wote edwa so ene ne ba hima ene ohima ba ko ka ho ne driver ene fin so ne wofase won mu nyina amumu ho no ma obenya akwanhia ewo takwa kwan mu ho no ma ofi mu na ba ne se yi no na amamra nya amane kwan so no ewo se na nanom ebubi ede ehyemu eno nti enam so ema me no ekase we pi mu ewasa adembra na nanom amamra nya amane kwan so no kwache wo hifufo ede na hyiso a sese ni din ede nana asanti abadi the church isan se ohia na ote adwa so na kunya kwenhia ma okona nanom ense edo no na ni din eno no enti ode amano epi ohima na ono so te adwa so no eye nana eye techua the first ono so edu ono a na ode ma oba ahima no a sese die efa ba bi no e beka ne se akoya areho efa ba bi so akoye enige san se ekuno sese wona de won ho kan se kameno na oye diku sese wa ba divisional chief on between Edwin Juma said, "Send a patabia." She and the course was a bay. And on my say, Busumi will be a little bit in India, or more edible passo, I or hay, any of ma, anyone of Piminano, Eggy, Ewasa, and fee, and fee. Now, if you want more, maybe any achievement, a war into your sense, it's to be a good beer. Na come here, so month for a Ben issue, and a beer issue if you ever na acquire a husband papa. So if you move over to phone and Patemua, it's a toy, Emma say, a month of Gonoa, I say one a japa dear, 1 hour 1 time, I can sue me, 1 hour 1 cast, I can sue me, and also over. Now, Minano, ye be any Anamombia, you to Dan de Nano, and we take a Passara who's sitting at the Eba, and they say, and they Ubika Bola, now or the Ama, Ukophobia, fair one more junkie. We saw a several bottom, not the Akotu in Swamin. Obi epeja na aso amana no afele no wasi dan ni na aka ho na etimi akopa nsuyiri e dia ba sa bede o ma fodo no a se nsu mu na wo yem etimi ahyehye o muti nsuyiri de wase ko han ne patem hans no o ma fo e fa wo ha ne bi ko mu pa
abusu asema ye nwa yibo mo komo wo mu no brad Facebook Alice Adawo modi ato so behwe de na nsu yi na asa ye nsu a eda ho sa river nkasa na so po na nsu ya na ayi asuna ba wuti menka mese o na bibisa sese no nad mo mpanifo no omo ye de mate omo nka wo ho sa asem yi ho
any mention chachi NFP masibi jeni onye etu anamo ya dia e ba ne se nsu no etai da bi bebre no nad mo mpanifo any mention chachi me kire NC a wo amanfi isia e bo ho modern kofa afidi mu ntu yi edi ko preview way said be ye nsu ndetuna be san ko manfo na tumi ade won ho eno na tumi atwitwade o manfo do no a sabe de nsu no epidi mu a me gimi ni se ebetumi asan so aha won ebi ti ono ebisu a wono so wo pe ekwan be fa so beboa na sa nsu yire ebetumi atwa ewo amanfi isi ni patem
asuna ba moye beda sa wo de o ye save o nsu fa ho asuna ba Asemo. Abusia and 10 years and sure now told I acquainted as a network and so I you. And to where the Akosware was sa a year was sa a cropos samai and I was sa dear man so almost seeing for Fanam so Mohine or Mohimano. I represent 2 1 Nebusia. I begin to my placebla or Yamia or Yana say yeah. Osa Bomadia Neko na share Yana Sekodia Drabinum na Ebeboapa or see a dray 2 osa say who from 0541 337 816 and 0256 431 200 and no bibini toma plus a drone who asem ena meno aboshi na sanso ena chese me twaso ma wa Big Joe Paint Enterprise and so paint papa hi fie no enye paint a wodo opa bia obenya bi wo ho enti wo so pen dodo mo obabua kakra bi so obapuam obafia obo say yes a bf frankasa paint ni bi no for 0557 599 9133 0557 599 133 and no na ho matwofo a betumi afrɛ no wom ɛso don Kwara Teachers Cooperative Union odi no kro wosikesie mu and wodo ho kɔbɔ mo ɛbɛboa pa ɛsɛm sɛ wodo wosikesie woni nananom na nso ɛboa ama wonya loan ɛwɔ hɔ enti bɔmɔde ana yere ho ne siska wɔ hɔ kɔ ɔsi amedu ana sɛ membra na efisɛ wakamfo ama me a ɛkɔyie pa sɛ bibɛkɔ mo wɔ hɔ wase kropɔn so mo hɔ dia so nso mo hɔ don kwanso ɛna ha sei no mo wɔ ɔmata ɛkɛse no wɔ hɔ a ɛwɔ Kane Fish Corporation hɔ a ɛno ɛbɛfo shi commission for 0322 0332 228 000 0332 228 000 Richland when you could be a commodity my bombardier after me we are make aquadia jollof rice and fried rice ebe to me a boy or pages and then day you one plain rice tomato stew papa mankuni tilapia no okro stew ko konte ni abankwan ne kyese katekontoni ngeka ho ne bi wo ho na fofo nso ne nkwan asorto natural drinks ni bi nie so bolo na coconut pudding sanso na pastry ni nso bi nie special meat pie na roast bread pizza na waffles ni nyina obenya bi ewo na so ya okọ a obetumi aboa na hwe ne chekwa wodunkwa percent ase wo ye aduane a obi a wo ye wedding ni bi obetumi aye aduane ama wo friend 0541 192 060 and 0542 195 509 specialized natural no water ye ma me akosia president ya wo nyame hira wate ma me enye wanke enya senso yi bika me hu bi da ene bela kwai ono da akofa bia ba de nchasa asisi du nkofin ha ye nyina ye nya biato enti se wo ye so ye word so ye de bomodia ekopie wo ma me akosia prince ahye ye na kwaji specialized natural no water ene bela kwai so papa pa mu ye kronje betumi abo kidney no na function ye enti hene chira kwa wodum kwasoro leader butcher drugstore one prince ban no ben me be what you want. Friend 0545 805 261 0545 805 261. Vego target electrical appliances no more appliances nina. Yeah, jibi wana share ye. Enti bomodiana kwa one way gang organ cables at road. Ceiling and standing fan in another. Ye to be fridge in TV. And building materials bit say door keys, China doors. Need to do a suku bag no. Wa kofa di bebregu wa would pebi at 2 atonwa. Wa bebrom. Ena emei ubakwa wale obehia kitchen air set ebi wo ho sanso na wo be ma so kra mpo bi e wo ya post wa ko be fufuro nya aduane die sanso woni chance ko ho kitchen appliances ni na bi wo ho na hwene kire kwan ewo old I am free park siem ena oni bi hwene mu utu na ife mines gate ade ko jama road no abana sese wo ho so pa emusu efre maame no wo wa botre say friend 0545 501 710 and 0557 235 569 wholesale wobebo na retain so wobebo ebusua dwumekwo wei ene so ya sene wie ya wotie nka ewo kasafidie so